Hello everybody and welcome, yes welcome to Let's Play / stream on occasion, Red Dead Redemption 2. Now this might come as a surprise to some people, to a lot of people, because I said, no, I'm not doing this, no, I can't fit it in my schedule, no, the game's too long, no, I'm just going to play off camera and enjoy it, and sorry, it's not going to happen. I might stream a couple of times just to give you a flavour of the game, but I've done a complete utter U-turn, as you can see. And I'm going to briefly go over why I've done that and what you can expect from this series, and then we'll dive in. So the introduction to this is going to be about 5 minutes, to apologise. So why am I doing this then? Well, first of all, why wasn't I doing it? I wasn't doing it because I'm doing 2 other LPs at the moment. A third one might just be too much for me, because I don't have as much time as I used to do many years ago to LP. The times I used to LP 5 series at a time, long gone. So that was an issue. Also, the game could well be 150 to 200 hours once you've done everything, and that's going to be another Skyrim-style 400-part epic saga, is it? Oh god, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And all this kind of stuff. So with all that in mind, why have I decided now to actually do it? Well, first of all, I suffer from what I like to call an LP and stream curse. What I mean by that is, certain games I can happily play off camera, but there are certain games that I really know that I would enjoy far more playing on camera. And those tend to be RPGs, heavy immersive style games, because I stick to roleplay and stick to character much more on camera than off camera. When I'm playing off camera, I actually don't RP that much. So, which might be surprising to some people, because I RP quite heavily when I'm on camera. So if I want to RP in a game because I think it's going to enhance my experience and enhance that immersive factor, then I generally save those games for LPs. This is going to be one of those games, I think. Lots of RP features, lots of heavy immersive features. I've played this game off camera for about 8 hours, and when I've been playing it, all I've been thinking is, I'd enjoy this more on camera. I'd enjoy this more on camera. And that was probably the biggest factor in me doing this, because I've been playing it, as I said, for about 8 hours, and I'm just constantly thinking to myself, nah, not feeling it. I want to do this on camera. So that was the main reason. In terms of the game length, you can do so much stuff outside of the quests. You can fish, you can hunt, you can craft, you can play dominoes, you can play poker. There's probably another 101 things you can do that I still haven't encountered yet. And the beauty of it is, I can still do those things off camera. Because another thing with LPing is, I can only record LP sessions at certain points of the day, and if I get an urge to play a game outside of those times, I can't. I have to wait until I can record. However, if I get the urge to play this at midnight and I can't record because my mum's in bed next door, I can still play it, because all I need to do is boot it up and do some side stuff. You know, go into town and play some poker for a bit. Do some hunting to gather supplies for the camp, whatever it might be. I can do all that kind of stuff off camera quite happily when I get the urge that I want to play, but I can't record. Of course, I will do some of this stuff on camera as well to give you the flavour, to give you the experience of that, but most of it will be done off camera, just to help with the pacing of the series. So that kind of kills 2 birds with 1 stone there, because it helps with my urge to play off camera occasionally, and it will also help with the pacing of the series. That aside, it's still going to be a long one, because even the main story in itself is about 60 hours apparently, so we're going to still be going on strong for quite some time. But there's going to be some streams thrown in as well, of course, which also helps with pacing. We played Divinity 2, which is a very long game. We managed to finish that in about 4 months because of the fact that we were streaming that series completely. But yeah, streams do help with pacing, so there will be streams of this as well. But not quite so many as in, say, a CK2 or a Divinity or whatever else. It's going to be intermittent. This is going to be mainly LP stuff. So that's why I'm doing it. That's what you can expect from the series itself. So one thing left for me to go over as we tick over the 5-minute mark is my character. So I'm doing this because I want to be immersed in the game. I'm doing this because I want to stick to a kind of character. So what kind of character am I going to stick to? So I thought I'd outline that from the start. We're a gang member. We do a lot of nasty things. Blowing up train tracks, robbing banks, holding up trains. We do a lot of bad stuff. But that doesn't mean that we have to be maniacal people that run around toting our shotgun and blasting people in the face every 5 minutes. We could do that if we wish, but I don't wish to do that. I have in past games, LPs gone by being a nasty evil character, and I do actually enjoy that on occasion, and I've never played an evil character before LPing before. So yeah, it is possible that I could have done that, but I want to play this game as what I want to, quote unquote, have a lovable rogue character. To your face, outside of the gang, outside of these heists, he's going to be a very polite chap, nice chap. He'll help you across the road if you're a little old lady. He'll even point you in the right direction if you're a drunkard, stuttering down the street, figuring out where to go. He'll help you out if you need. He'll tip his cap to you and greet you with pleasantries and all that kind of stuff. He's a nice guy to your face, outside of what he has to do for the gang. But when he slides that disguise up over his face, he does what he needs to do for the benefit of the gang. He'll try not to kill if he can help it. Just give me your money, nobody has to get hurt kind of thing. But, yeah. So I'm thinking lovable rogue. If that's at all possible, we'll see how it develops as the story develops and how a character sort of is portrayed through the actions of the game. But that's my kind of vision for my Arthur Morgan. So intros have lasted a little bit longer than anticipated, but yeah. Session lengths, I'm looking for about 45 minutes because it's a long game. Half an hour session is probably too short. 45 minutes, just a nice happy medium. So that's what I'm going to aim for. And without further ado, I've talked for long enough. Let us dive in to a new game. And fingers crossed, we enjoy the ride. Okay, apologies if you've been staring at a blank screen for a while on a loading screen. I've just had to pop down for my breakfast. Oh dear. So here we are, Red Dead Redemption 2. And I'm already really excited about this because as I just outlined in the introduction, I know I am going to enjoy this so much more recording the sessions than I have been while playing off camera.
Abigail says he's dying, Dutch. We'll have to stop someplace.
Okay,
Arthur's out looking. I sent him up ahead.
If we don't stop soon, we'll all be dying. This weather, it's May. I'm just hoping the law got as lost as we did.
There! Arthur! Any luck?
I found a place where we can get some shelter. Let Davy rest while he... You know. An old mining town. Abandoned. It ain't far. Come on. Come on! Yeah!
Now, there's a lot of talking in this game, not just in the cutscenes, but also when you go into missions and stuff. I don't intend to talk over any of that, so it'll save my voice for a little while at least anyway.
Bring him in here!
Miss Gaskell, get that fire lit, quick. Miss Jones, bring in whatever blankets we have. Mr. Pearson, see what we've got in terms of food.
Davy's dead.
There was nothing more you could have done.
What are we gonna do? We need supplies.
Well, first of all, you're gonna stay here, and you were gonna get yourself warm. Now, I sent John and Micah scouting out ahead. Arthur and I, we're gonna ride out, see if we can find one of them. And this, just for a short bit. And I don't see what other choice we have. Listen. Listen to me, all of you, for a moment. Now, we've had, well, a bad couple of days. I loved Davy, Jenny, Sean, Mac. They may be okay. We don't know. But we lost some folks. Now, if I could throw myself in the ground, in their stead, I'd do it, gladly. But we're gonna ride out, and we're gonna find some food. Everybody, we're safe now. There ain't nobody following us through a storm like this one. And by the time they get here, well, we're gonna be long gone. We've been through worse than this before. Mr. Pearson, Miss Grimshaw, I need you to turn this place into a camp. We may be here for a few days. Now, all of you, get yourselves warm. Stay strong. Stay with me. We ain't done yet. Come on, Arthur.
All right. We've got some work to do.
We ain't run into them yet, so they both must have headed down the hill.
Sure. Hey, I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We missed you. That's what happened. Come on. Oh.
Hey, you need horses?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Smith, get yourself indoors. You need to rest that hand.
I'll live.
Get indoors, son. We need you strong.
Okay.
Righty-ho. Just had to wolf down my breakfast there.
Ain't sure what we're gonna find out here, Dutch.
We have to try. Stay close and we'll do our best to stick to the trail.
This goddamn weather.
Been 2 days or more like this now. Oh, it has to blow over soon.
So the first thing I noticed was the oops, daisy, when playing this for the first time is just how
Careful over this bridge here.
good the snow looks and the trail that you leave behind. And also the way your horse actually moves through the snow. Obviously struggling a fair bit.
Alongside me. Can't see you back there.
Can't believe we lost Davy, too.
He is the last one, Arthur. No more. We need to get those people warm and fed.
At least we don't need to worry about Pinkertons tailing us in this.
A couple more days, we'll be on the other side. You need to help me pick the others back up. You're the only one I can rely on to stay strong right now.
We got fire and shelter. That's a start. And what about the money? Please tell me you at least got the money before it all went to hell on that boat.
We did. It's stashed with the rest of the money in town. It'll be safe for now. But we sure can't go back there to collect it anytime soon. Wait, is that someone coming towards us? You up ahead. Who's there? Micah.
Gentlemen,
Found anything?
I think so. Found a little homestead down that way.
Okay. Anyone home?
Sure. Place is blazing with light and noise. Sounded like a party.
Let's go see.
Follow me. How's Davy doing?
He didn't make it. Nor did little Jenny.
That's too bad. Davy was a real fighter. Both of them Calendar boys is, or was.
Yeah,
And Mac, Sean,
we don't know.
quite a business.
I'm glad you're all right, Micah.
always ask him if he's seen John.
Hey, have you seen John, Micah?
Didn't see much of anything once this storm came in.
He hasn't seen him.
He'll be fine. Things always turn out right for that boy.
I hope Mac and Sean are still out there somewhere, too. Move up, Arthur. I'll cover the rear. Go on.
You run into anybody else?
I reckon we're the only ones crazy enough to be out in this, Morgan.
Yeah, well, don't talk to me about crazy.
Oh, so no, glad you're all right. I was worried, Micah. Look, it's all gonna work out, Morgan. We lost a few folks, but that's just how it goes sometimes.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling so good about it.
Where are all the others?
Old mining camp, back up the hill. Ain't much, shelter. So, this house, you speak to the people there already?
No, like Dutch told us. Look, but don't talk to no one. Just following orders, you know me.
Right. How much further?
Not far.
What does that mean?
Not far.
Thanks.
Not far means not far. What more do you want me to say? Yeah, you won't get.
Damn, this snow gets right to the bone.
I'm gonna say you won't catch me out in this, that's for sure. As soon as it drops below 5 degrees, I'm not one for the outdoors, it must be said.
Let's keep it down now, gentlemen. It's just up ahead.
Snuff and stash those lanterns, boys. Best you two lie low on this. Okay, let's head down there.
And yeah, the horse animations are really good. Really good. Not to mention, of course, you can bond with your little horsey friend. You can name them. You can brush them, pat them, feed them. And the more your bond goes up, the more things it can do. You can do some skid turns, you can rear it up, and oh, it's really, really good. We're going to bond with the horse, we're going to get a horse, and no doubt it will be
Let's hitch up here.
the new Pebbles, or the new Roach. We'll have to think of a name and treat it like a king. But of course, they can die as well, so that would really be devastating if you spend all that time on the damn thing for it to
Why are you riding like an idiot?
to meet a sticky end some point. Oh dear. Okay. Well, we've got off to a great start. We have
We don't want to spook these fine people.
parked our horse in a rather strange manner, and then fell off it backwards, like a true professional.
You two, get yourself out of sight. One lonely man is a lot less intimidating than three nasty-looking degenerates.
Okay, so before we go any further, just a very, very quick how do we do this? Oh, settings, sorry. I'm just going to quickly show you a couple of settings that I've changed. Of course, I do have the inverted look on, because I like to go and backwards like that. But the main thing for gameplay purposes, and this was recommended by a couple of articles that I read, on foot targeting, it's set to, I think it's originally set to normal, which means that it locks on automatically for you. I've gone for free aim completely, just to make it a bit more, I think it makes it a little bit more difficult to aim properly, but it's much more of a natural feeling than having the thing snap to the enemy all the time. But in terms of on a vehicle or a horse, yeah, we keep the aim on, because it's quite difficult to aim when you're riding or on a vehicle. It's pretty difficult, so that's left on as normal. And there's one other thing that I have changed from the default settings, and that is running. Rather than having to hold to run, I've toggled, so as soon as you press X to run, it automatically stays running until you stop, rather than having to hold it all the time. But for sprinting, you still have to tap. You still have to keep tapping it, and then tap assist. Rather, because there are certain things that you have to keep tapping to break out of holds and things. I've just put tap assist 2 times on, so that you don't have to mash the button for quite so long and for quite so quick. Just there you go. So there's a couple of little tweaks that I've made to the base settings, in case you were wondering.
Arthur, in that cattle shed on the left. Micah, get down behind that wagon in front.
Okay. So we're off to hide in here.
Arthur, take cover in that shed over there.
Give me a chance, give me a chance. I'm trying.
Hello? Shut up, Billy. Excuse me. Hello? Oh, well, hello, friend.
What you want?
I am very sorry to disturb you. My friends and I, well, we got into some trouble up the way, lost in the storm. Gentlemen.
We can't help you, mister.
I got folks
Arthur.
dying on the trail.
Arthur, we got a problem. Folks. There's a corpse right here.
No, I just
Arthur.
need some...
There's a body
food.
in the wagon.
I hear you. Just
Gentlemen,
keep your eyes on Dutch.
please.
I think you... Oh, now, buddy.
So dead body in the cart there.
I ain't asking.
This is obviously not going to end very well for someone.
Kind of desperate.
Hey, I don't believe it. Come here, partner. Come here. It's goddamn Dutch vandal, you.
Okay. The doo-doo's hit the fan! Oh, reload, reload, reload. That Dutch? Nope. Oh.
You sons of bitches!
Die, goddammit!
Making a run for it! Arthur!
Oh, I can't see anybody running. Did he just come out of the privy? Yeah, he just came out of the privy.
Out there by himself. That's my boy, Arthur. Good shooting. Goddamn O'Driscoll boy's here. Why?
I don't know. Maybe same reason as us.
Micah, go bring the horses closer to the house. Arthur, let's go search the cabin.
Rootin', tootin', and shootin'. Just what I like to be doing.
Smells like a party in here.
Turn the place upside down. Grab as many supplies as you can. We need the essentials. Food, medicine, whiskey.
So this is one part of the immersion that I'm going to really enjoy. It may seem like a really minor thing, but you need to eat to keep your...
Don't believe it.
It's a strange one, all right. Maybe they're hiding up here, too. There's a big price on Colm O'Driscoll's head. Nearly as big as the one on yours.
One Colm dead is about the only thing me and Uncle Sam agree on.
Oh, I'm starving.
You should eat something now. Get your strength up for the ride back.
Huh. Looks like the poor bastard was married, too. At some point.
If we can't eat it or drink it, put it down.
Jake and Sadie. Yeah, so there's you need to eat to keep your calls up, as it's just highlighting now. So you can get a variety of different foods in the world, you can craft a variety of different foods, and you could... I think you also gain and lose weight as well, according to how much you eat. So if you overeat, you put weight on. If you don't eat enough, your weight drops off. So you do have to eat quite regularly. But yeah, I'm going to be eating as regularly as possible in terms of like trying to maybe twice a day if we can.
Dry, warm.
Eat as if we need,
Maybe
you know,
move the
proper
women
meals and
Jack
things.
down here.
Maybe. We'll see how they are when we get back. I don't really want us to split up.
But the game actually requires you to do
I'm
that
gonna start
anyway,
packing
so...
the horses. You keep looking.
Okay, so he's got some blankets.
Grab anything you think we can use, then meet me out here.
$1.55. Not a fortune, but every little helps. Some jewellery. Let's try that again, shall we? So we have a card, Wild Flora of America card. We can collect cards in this, I believe, so one more thing to keep us occupied, seeing if we can get a complete set of collectible cards. So we've got biscuits, we've got canned veg, we've got some oat cakes there, you see, and, you know, depending on my taste in real life, I'll have Arthur perhaps mirror that. He'll have his own little favourite foods that he likes, so we might focus on crafting particular food types specifically if he's a fan.
Come on, Arthur, get a move on.
And same with drink.
Just let me finish searching the place.
Yeah, same with drink. our Arthur. They were talking about whiskey there. I mean, he'll drink whiskey, bourbon, whatever, not a problem. But he's got an acquired taste for a nip of rum on occasion. Alright. So, I think our looting is done. We've eaten some oatcakes. Stave off those hunger pangs, and that'll do for now. In terms of what we've picked up from their place, we've picked up some sweet corn, peaches, beans and biscuits. Got some cigarettes for when the stress levels are really increased, and some salted beef and classic oatcakes. We've got a decent amount of supplies to take back to camp. Bearing in mind how many people are at camp, it's probably not going to go very far, but it's a start of a 10.
Micah, Arthur, keep looking for stuff. Arthur, go see if there's anything in that barn. Micah, you search the cabin, see what we missed.
Sure.
I quite assure you I didn't miss anything. But then, knowing me as you should know me, that's probably not the case. I missed a whole host of things, no doubt. Okay.
I'm gonna break your neck!
What's going on?
This guy just jumped me!
Oh, did he now?
I call that a royal ass whooping. From where I come from.
Should I kill him?
No. Not yet.
What did I say? Lovable rogue.
What they're doing here, and where Colm is.
Oh, this son of a bitch will talk.
Talk, goddammit!
Colm O'Driscoll.
With the others. At an old mining camp southwest of here. Near the lake.
What are you bastards doing? Why are you up here?
We're fixing to rob some train. Gonna blow the tracks. I don't know more than that, I swear.
Well, I would say it looks like you have this, Arthur. Do what you want with him. I don't care. But bring that horse when you're done. Oh.
Okay, so we can choke him, we can spare him, we can...
Please, please, spare me. I promise you won't see me again, partner.
Please. You'll never...
Right, there we go.
Get the hell out of here. Go.
Grovelling for his life. I mean, he's another gang member, so we should probably be a bit more harsh with them, but unarmed. We give him a beating. He may not survive in the snow anyway. The most important thing was he knocked my bloody hat off. That's probably worth killing him over. Nobody knocks my hat off. Gets away with it. Alright. Easy now.
You're okay, boy.
And our very own horse whisperer here, working wonders.
You let him go, huh? So all the little bastard scurrying off.
Yeah. Figured he won't get far in this anyway.
That looks like a decent horse. You should keep him. Tie him up over there, Arthur.
Oh,
Micah, what the hell do you think you're doing? Oh, look what I found in the cellar. Wild thing, ain't ya?
Leave her alone.
I wasn't doing nothing. She's one of them O'Driscolls.
No, she ain't, Michael. Look at her. Miss, are you...
Oh, you fool! Micah!
great job!
Miss, now, it is going to be okay. We mean you no harm. Miss, please. Come on. It'll be okay. We need to get out of here, and quick. Come on. Oh. You okay, miss?
They came 3 days ago. And my husband,
Okay. Miss, you are safe now. And you can't stay here.
That's an understatement. The house is going up in flames.
Come with us. Arthur.
Miss, it's okay. We're bad men. We ain't them. It's okay. Get on. We'll keep you safe until you figure out what you want to do.
What's your name, miss? Miss.
Adler,
Adler.
Sadie Adler, Mrs. He was my husband.
Hey! Somebody's coming! Looks like it's Dutch. Hey, everybody, Dutch is back!
How'd you get on?
Micah found a homestead, but he weren't the first. Colm O'Driscoll and his scum, they beat us to it. We found some of them there. There is more about, apparently. Scouting the train. Thank you.
That's the last thing we need right now, Dutch.
Well, it is what it is. But we found some supplies, some blankets, a little bit of food, and this poor soul, Mrs. Adler, Miss Tilly, Miss Karen, would you warm her up? Give her a drink or something? And Mrs. Adler, it's gonna be okay. You're safe now. They turned her into a widow. Animals.
Animals.
I need some rest. I haven't slept in 3 days.
You're over here. Miss O'Shea will show you the way. Mr. Morgan, we put you in a room over here.
Thank you, Miss Grimshaw.
Mr. Bell, you're with the fellas over there.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
Get yourself to bed.
Alrighty. Well, of course, because I've played before, we're going to have to override the autosaves. Not a problem, I have hard saved the previous playthrough. Not that I'll be returning to it, though.
He ain't been seen in days. Weather ain't let up.
He's strong, and he's smart.
Strong, at least. Hello, Arthur.
Abigail?
Arthur, how you doing?
Just fine, Abigail. And you?
I need you to... I'm sorry to ask, but...
It's little John. He's got himself caught into a scrape again.
He ain't been seen in two days.
Your John will be fine. I mean, he may be as dumb as rocks and as dull as rusted iron, but that ain't changing because he got caught in some snowstorm.
Please go take a look. Javier?
Yes.
Javier, will you ride out with Arthur to take a look for John? You're the two best fit men we've got.
Now?
We're pretty worried about him.
I know.
the situation were reversed, he'd look for me.
Thank you.
This way. Last I know, John was headed up the river.
For all we know, he kept riding north and never looked back.
He wouldn't leave. Not like that.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Come on, let's take a look.
Let's hope it ain't more of O'Driscoll's boys.
Well, seems somebody left. Recently. And that way.
Sure, well, come on then.
There's some tracks leading to the river. Cross. See, they continue up that way. Where you going?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just examining, you know, doing my bit for the investigation.
Not that way.
I beg to differ.
You tell me. These are horse tracks for sure, but it could be anyone. Let's just see where they lead.
So, you were there, Javier. What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Take it slow. Big ravine here. Dutch killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
That ain't like him, though.
Well, we
Just
can
go left, down here.
use a cinematic view, and
Davey got shot. Mac and John, both shot too. Sean, we don't even know. I'm surprised we escaped at all. By the time you boys showed up from the other side of town, we were only just holding on.
there we go. I wasn't going to use it when we were manoeuvring around a dangerous ravine, but yeah, if you hold down
And snow's coming in hot again.
little button,
We'll lose these tracks if we don't move fast.
get a nice cinematic view. You know, for those long journeys, to enjoy the scenery in its splendour. But if you check YouTube, there's tons of videos of cinematic camera fails of horses running off cliffs and crashing into things. It's very, very funny, some of the things that have happened when people have been trying to manoeuvre in this cinematic mode.
Watch yourself. It's not very wide here.
When we're manoeuvring our way through tricky bits, I think it's best we stick to the normal camera view. But whilst we're here, we can, of course, admire the glorious scenery that we have here
Let's push on a little bit. Maybe we'll pick up the trail again.
in the mountains.
Tracks lead this way, Arthur.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for a good view. If I'm all this way up here, looking for John, then I'm going to at least take some pleasure in certain things.
Come on now.
Hey, look! Over there! You see that?
Yep.
John was riding that horse when we left Blackwater. Let's see if he can hear us. Come on. Up there.
Yeah, that doesn't look promising.
This ain't good.
He's coming from up ahead somewhere.
Alright, alright, calm down, calm down.
We'll have to walk from here. I grabbed that shotgun from your horse. Who knows what's up ahead?
Another good thing about this game is you can only carry a certain amount of weapons at a time. You can't have like a bottomless pit of weapons that you wield and switch out at a moment's notice. You can only carry, as it said there, I think one sidearm at a time, and I think you can carry 2 bigger weapons, if I'm not mistaken. But you've got to select, you can obviously stash more on your horse. So we were carrying the revolver, we're going to switch now to this shotgun here.
Down this way.
Now don't go anywhere. In fact, we should probably give that horse a name. Feel free to... I don't think you can... I know you might be able to. I know you can name horses that you buy. But even if we don't, you could give them an unofficial name at the very least. I'll leave that in your capable hands.
You sure about this?
It's coming from this way.
Okay.
Watch out here. Yeah, that we're high up here.
You're telling me.
Drops down here. Watch yourself. It's slippery, be careful. Watch your head here. Okay from here.
Watch your step. This is real slippery.
Stay close to the wall. Up this way. Come on.
It's a good job someone knows where they're going.
We're coming, John!
Damn, it's cold.
How you doing?
I'm miserable.
Miserable.
A few days.
I know.
Warm the cockles up with this.
Here. Take a drink of that.
Thanks.
Kentucky bourbon.
No.
Oh yeah, that'll definitely warm the insides.
Keep moving then.
At least temporarily.
John, where are you?
Marston, you hear me?
John! John! John, can you hear me?
John, you there?
I'm here! Down on the left! That's John! We're coming! Over here! He's down here!
Down here. All right. Hot down, Marston. That's quite a scratch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
John Marston.
You don't look so good.
I don't feel too good neither. Freezing.
Don't die just yet, cowboy.
Come on, compadre. Well, can't go back the way we came. Let's try this way.
Ain't Ain't you a sorry sight?
Can't argue with you there.
See? I told Dutch you weren't the right man for this.
I'm sure you did.
You alright?
I think so.
Come on. Hopefully this will lead us out.
Oh dear.
You see that on the ridge?
Small pack of
Head for the
wolves.
horses. I'll keep John's friends off until you're clear.
Alright, John, come on. Let's get you on that horse.
Here they come. Right, so
We're getting you out of here.
oops, a daisy. A waste of one. Oh, got ya. Oh, didn't get you though, did I? Got you. Where's the other one? You killed two of them. There were three, right?
Before these bastards show up.
The other one probably ran off in fear. Rightly so as well. Let's get the hell out of here.
Come on then. Let's get back to the others.
I don't feel too good.
You'll be fine. It's just like a dog bite.
Knew a fella, got bit by a dog, died an hour later.
You ain't gonna die. Not yet. Up there! More of them!
We got company! Right, these should be auto-locked now. Should be a little bit easy to shoot these ones whilst we're moving. Oh, nice shot.
Shit, there's more on the right.
Okay, there's more of them.
Got more wolves on the left.
More wolves on the right. Okay, that was a bad shot. Shoot. Okay, I trampled one. You can trample the suckers. Oh, come on, come on, come on, put your foot down. Foot down. Trample him. There you go. If you can't shoot the damn things, just trample them.
You see any more out there?
Don't think so.
Jesus.
You still with us, Marston?
Should ride in the barn for a bit. Try to lose the scent. Don't want to leave the trail right back to camp.
You know, we're gonna need to come up with a better story for that scar.
So, freezing, bleeding, starving, damn near getting eaten to death ain't good enough for you.
Nah, you can do better than that. One thing you ain't short on is fantasy. Yeah, come on. Let's push hard and get back.
See those buildings up ahead, John? That's where we camped. Nearly there. John! Someone help John down
Sweet
off the source.
home, at least for now.
Help here.
A temporary home.
We got some help. We need some help here.
Come on, help him down.
You're alive! You're alive!
There we go. There we go. Ay, careful, idiotas! It's his leg.
Come on, let's get you warm. Thank you both. This is a new low, even by your standards.
Thank you, Arthur. Thank you.
got any other lost maidens need saving?
Not today.
Have you and Dutch talked about how we're gonna get out of this?
I was just discussing with Herr Strauss when the weather breaks. I suppose we'll have to keep heading east.
East? Into all that civilization?
I know. The west is where our problems are worse. Come on, Herr Strauss. Let's get warm.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
You know, all that civilization. No, we don't like civilization. No. We want to stay out here where it's left to our own devices. Don't have to engage with people.
For weeks. We found shelter and been resting here in some old abandoned mining town while we wait the thaw. Hardly the spring I had been hoping for.
And boom, we have finished our mission.
So what now, Dutch?
I think you can replay them because we got a bronze there, which was certainly not
Get strong. We get warm.
as good as it could have been.
We wait.
I don't know. I think we have reached a nice point here to leave off the first session, which is just about an hour's long, despite my opening comments that the videos wouldn't be longer than 45 minutes. But anyway, it's the first one. Well, I'm sure you let me off. So yes, there we go. A nice little introduction into things, and we're stuck here in an old abandoned mining town in the middle of a snowstorm. So we're going to have to wait for it to pass, I assume, before we can get out of here. But there's things to do, things to learn while we're here. So join me in the next session as we continue on. Till next time, see you soon.